Hey there, let's make CS easy for all. Welcome to the information session for the CS P2 series. Now, the generally tough part of the A levels or AS level in particular is paper 2, which is pretty fun actually, and let's make it fun together. In order to make P2 fun, we introduce to you P2 Got Easy. Now, what's P2 Got Easy? P2 is paper 2 of CIE 9618 International A levels, and we'll be covering that particular paper in the series. Now, paper 2 is pretty easy whether you have studied CS earlier or not. No prerequisite or knowledge is required, at least in this series. Paper 2 assesses your programming logic, not programming itself. What does that mean? So basically, you need to think and act like a programmer, but not actually program in real time programming languages, and which is very good for us beginners. Number three, we can easily crack paper 2 by understanding the types of questions given and by mastering those questions one by one. So now you might ask that what are the skills that paper 2 present to you? Paper 2 is basically programming logic, and by understanding this programming logic, we can easily execute these skills in programming languages by coding. But that is not what we want right now. What we want is getting a good grade in paper 2. And how can we do that? We can do that by understanding the types of the question that examiner repeatedly asks. We can go over 3 to 4 CIE past papers, and we can see that the question number 1 either is of data types and different functions, or either is of very easy theory-based question. So now what do you understand by this? You understand that paper the question 1 will generally will come like this. So you need to master those two particular topics in order to get your 5 to 7 marks, right? So now this is how we will approach the questions coming in exams, and we'll crack them and then reverse engineer basically the paper 2 entirely. Not cover the entire syllabi, but cover the particular questions coming in the exam and understanding the technique to solve those exams. Thus, we can get an A or maybe even an A star if you follow all the guidelines. Things. Now let's dive in. As discussed earlier, the types of questions. Now let's divide those types of questions according to the level of difficulty. Number one, they are very easy. Number two, they're messy. Number three, they're very messy. And number four are those like they're risk your A grade, man. And what are those questions? Those are like the last two mischievous questions sitting right there after a very easy first question masking you like a poisonous apple of Snow White that is very glorious in the front and at the end is poisonous. So that is how the P2 works. It's a double-edged sword, believe me. So, but we will deal with this poisonous apple like a snake. So don't worry about that, and we'll actually poison this poison itself to cancel out the poison if that works. So now what is P2 Sport? We have a network of P2 Sport along with this particular series that will be uploaded. So now number one, our series are P2 Got Easy. P2 Got Easy is the basic series. Then there's Cherry on P2P series. These are for all the nerds out there, for all the programmers out there. We'll be solving crazy problems right there. And what we'll be doing is like making real life projects, success projects, or you can say even projects that are on the level of final year projects of undergrad students. Will be covering that from the P2 syllabus in on Cherry on P2 series. It will be very fun. It will be like a game. So do subscribe for that particular series, and do subscribe for P2 Go to series Got Easy series as well. Now we'll be covering the P2 topicals, and we'll be covering the P2 theory as well. Those are like kind of easy easy and small theories, and those have like less duration. And we'll be also providing notes. Just email us the notes of the particular topic you want, and what do you want to be cleared in the further videos. And also DM us your also send us in your questions so that we can address them in our Q&A videos. After each three videos we'll be having a Q&A session, and we'll encourage those who question regularly on our email that will be mentioned in the last part. As mentioned earlier, and I would like to say that this is a community. CIE Computer Science is a community for the students, of the students, by the students. Sounds familiar, huh? Thank you. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the interesting CS videos out there. And we'll be having some interesting shorts so that you can learn CS on the way of brain rot.